Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. We had a very wonderful go retreat in Neelawar Goshala last week. Some of our colleagues and friends from Bangalore, they attended this 2 days go retreat in the Neelawar Goshala established by Reverable Sri Vishwaprasantir Swamiji near Udupi. The plan of go retreat was to train the urban and elite people to do some go seva and experience the natural living with cows and meditation, with the natural food, the natural environment. So what we did is we had some meditation sessions in the morning and evening bhajan sessions. In between there were some sessions on Gavya, Panchagavya, and we did go seva, cleaning the cow shed and cleaning the cow dung, and most importantly we had Gomutra Snana and Gomaya Snana. Both the urine of cow and the dung of cow is very important for the human health. So people enjoyed the Gomutra Snana and Gomaya Snana. It purified both our mind and our body. People felt very relaxed after the bath there. Then they did Go Puja and they cleaned the whole environment, the pond there, and they enjoyed the presence of Kaliyamardana Krishna in the Neelawar Goshala. So we had very wonderful sessions of dhyana by our friend Sri Sheshagiri KM. So it was a very wonderful session altogether, never experienced before. And I thank all of our colleagues, Dr. Srinidhi Pate and all other people who made this event very possible and enjoyable. Our Raghunandana MS and Prasad Jagirdar, we all went there. So it was a very memorable go retreat. So we want to have some more go retreats in the future, maybe in the month of May, and also again after the monsoons, this October, November. So we expect and I request all the public to have never once in a life experience. You never have had such a experience in your urban life. So it is the first time that you will be able to have such a life. But those from the rural areas, they might have had such things. But even now, rural areas are getting urbanized in many ways. So it is very important. Why this Gomutra Snana and Gomaya Snana is very important for the health? Some of our Shastras, they claim so. And these cows are the lifeline of India. Without cows, there is no life in India. Whereas in many other countries, they don't have genes to digest the cow milk. They will be affected if they consume cow milk in many countries. But in India, we had the very highest quality cows and many varieties of cows in different parts of India. Maybe in Karnataka, we have this Hallikar and Javari, Amrit Mahal and Malnad Gidda and so many varieties. Whereas we have the Gujarat variety, that is when very big Gir cows, and in Vrindavan and all other places, they have different types of cows. So cows are very dear to Krishna. In Madhvivijay it is said, Anakulam Gokulamullalasa Yatpalitam Nitya Manavilatma. One of the Krishnavataras' important feature was to show the importance of cows. That's why Krishna Paramatma himself, he took the form of cow herder or simply cow herd, Gopavesha. And he protected the whole Vraja from many troublesome daityas and also natural phenomena. He protected the whole Vraja from the Indra's wrath. Indra wanted to kill or show his strength to the whole Vraja when his Indra Yaga was disturbed. Instead, they did Govardhana Parvata Yaga. Krishna Paramatma told these Gopas that why you are performing this Indra Yaga. Indra is not our Devata. We are living on the cows. So cows, they live on the pastures, and pastures are protected by this Govardhana Parvata. So Govardhana Parvata is our Devata. So we should worship Govardhana Parvata. All these Gopas, they accepted the words of Krishna and they went and they worshipped Govardhana Parvata. And Krishna Paramatma himself took the form of Govardhana Parvata and he consumed all the food offered to Govardhana Parvata. So that is very important thing. That's why even now it is a tradition of Vraja in Vrindavan that the people go there and offer puja to the Vrindavan, the Govardhan Parvata itself. Govardhana Parvata is considered as the form of Krishna. So people worship simply, and I don't know whether you can bring some stones from Govardhana Parvata. It is prohibited. The people say without the permission of Vrindavan Vasi, Vrajavasi, you cannot simply take away one part of Govardhana Parvata and take back to Bangalore. It is prohibited. If somebody gives you one small part of Govardhana Parvata, then you can have decorate with different things and you can worship it. It is like Shaligram Shila. So it is the tradition of Vraja. So Krishna himself, not only he enjoyed the presence of cows, but also calves. When Krishna was very small child, he used to graze the calves only. Vatsapalo babhuvatahu. He used to take small calves into forest and graze them, and he will come back. Then only this Vatsasura Samhara also happened there, because this Vatsasura, he took the form of a small calf. So Krishna had to kill him. So all these things happened. So cows are very important for the human life, especially those people who lived in the Vraja. They enjoyed the presence of cows and they lived on the cows. In Yajurveda and all other Vedas, we don't see any evidence for the killing of cows. Killing of cows is totally prohibited in our Shastras. Many people now, progressive, so-called progressive people, they think that cow was killed in India. It was the tradition of India, they claim. But instead, we find many instances where cows are proclaimed to be not killable. It should not be slaughtered. Apyayadhum agniya deva bhagam urjasvati payasvati. Agniya, Yajurveda first mantra says, they are not to be killed. Hantum na yogyaha agniyaha. Agniyaha athva agniyaha. And we have many Gosukta, and we had the Gosukta Japa also here for the welfare of cows. Even if you simply protect cows in your house, even if the cows don't produce any milk or anything, cows will help you in many ways. Their mere presence itself is important for the humans. They love humans. That's why people, our ancient people, they used to save them, protect them, even if they did not produce milk after some years. It was the tradition of India. They were all the part of the family only. Matara sarvabhutanam gava sarva sukhapradaha. If you take parikrama of cow, then you would have done the parikrama of the whole world. Pradakshine krata tena saptadvipa vasundhara. Because all the devatas, they stay in one cow, one simple cow. That's why we need to have parikrama, pradakshina of the cows. Those who people serve cows will get benefited by devatas. गाश्च शुश्रूषते यश्च समन्वयति च सर्वशः तस्मै तुष्टाः प्रयच्छन्ति वरानपि सुदुर्लभान्. You never do any harm even by mind to the cows. Druhyenna manasa vapi goshu nityam sukhapradaha. Don't ever think about harming cows, even in your dreams or in your mind. Always you should protect cows. Just have them in your house. Archayeta sada nityam namaskarayascha pujayet. Who are devatas in cows? Gomukhe cha ashritaha vedaha sashadanga padakramaha. In the Gomukha, if we touch Gomukha, then all the devatas and all the Vedas are there in the Gomukha. And in the both the horns, Shiva and Vishnu are there. And in the stomach of cow, there is Kanda. Shirshe Brahma Sthita Sada. In the head of cow, there is Chaturmukha Brahma. So different devatas are in the different parts of cow. Gomaye vasate Lakshmi Gomutre Sarvamangala. It is the Indian tradition of drinking the Gomutra, urine of cows. It is most sacred thing in the world. Still you have Gomutra Arka, or you can have some doses of Gomutra daily. It is a detoxifying agent. We are all wasting our money into buying different detoxifying anti-occidental something like that. All the products, they are all sold in the market. But instead, you go have a simple desi cow and have urine and take a few drops of cow urine daily. You will be, all the Lakshmi will come to your house. Gomaye vasate Lakshmi. That's why God's favorite place is anointed with Gomaya. When we do some puja, the place will be smeared with the cow dung only. Then it is deemed to be very sacred, atyanta pavitra. Then only we can perform puja. Otherwise, but normally all these days we were used to sit on the Gomaya floor in our villages earlier. But now everywhere vitrified are there and marbles are there, sometimes granites are there. We have sold ourselves to all these market forces. It is very wrong. So if we want Lakshmi, then Gomaye vasate Lakshmi, Gomutre Sarvamangala. Who is Sarvamangala? Sarvamangala is the one form of Parvati or Lakshmi. So these are all the devatas there. Gam sprashati jo nityam snato bhavati nityashah. If you simply touch the cow, then you have had your bath. You don't need to have bath again. That is the importance of cows. Gavam rajas khurodbhutam shirasa yastu dharayet sacha tirtha jale snatah sarvapapah pramuchyate. The cows, they return back to houses in the evening. So the dust that arises from the hoof of these cows, it is gavam rajah khurodbhutam. Khurodbhutam rajah. The dust that emanates from the hoof of cows should be put on our head, on our hair. Sacha tirthajale snatah sarvapapaiः pramuchyate. It is the Padma Purana. And Mahabharata very clearly says, Gobhistulyam napashyami dhanam kinchid yahachyuta. That's why Gavaha eva dhanam. There is no other wealth than these cows. Kirtanam, Shravanam, Danam, Darshanam, Chapi Parthiva, Gavam, Prashasyate, Veera, Sarvapapa Haram Shivam. Simply praise the cows, hear about cows. Danam, you give donations of cows to people, the learned men. Darshanam, Chapi Parthiva. Simply see the cows. That changes your Bhagya Rekha. Kapilam Darpanam Bhanam Bhagyavantancha Bhupatim. It is the first thing that we need to see in the morning is a Kapila Gau, not mobiles. Morning we simply get up and we don't do all this Karagre Vasate Lakshmi or Karagre Vasate mobile idanim. That is the situation, but that's why Darshanam Chapi Parthiva Gavam Prashasyate Veera Sarvapapa Haram Shivam. Gavo Lakshmya Sadamulam Gosha Papma Navidyate. See, it is very important thing. Gosha Papma Navidyate. Many people will be offended if we claim that some of these animals are Papa Yonis, some of them are not Papa Yonis. Of course, let them do whatever they want. But some of the lives of creatures, animals, they are Papa Yonis. They are the effects of our Papas, sins that we commit in our previous lives. Whereas the life of a cow, it is not Papa Yoni. Gosha Papma Navidyate. That's why people, they worship cows. Amrutaya Tananchaitaha Sarvaloka Namaskritaha. Tejasa Vapusha Chaiva Gavo Vanhisama Bhuvi. Vanhisama Bhuvi. Cows are like fire. You cannot simply cross over ignore or simply play with the cows. That is the caution Mahabharata gives us. Gavo hi sumahatyeja praninancha sukhapradaha. Nivishtam gokulam yatra shwasam munchati nirbhayam. Virajayati tam desham papam chasyapakarshati. When Gokula is there in place, then there is no roga, there is no problem of any kind. That's why there is a book on how a simple cow saved my life. It is there in the Google. Anybody can search. And he was a patient of cancer with the 4th stage. But when he went to Goshala in Gujarat and lived with cows for many months, huddling cows and hugging cows, and he lived with cows simply. We are living here with the humans. He lived with cows, doing all their seva and drinking gomutra, gomay, and also the cow milk. So he was cured from the cancer, 4th stage cancer. How it is possible? Because Gosha Papma Navidyate. Virajayati tam desham papam chasya apakarshati. His papa will be removed. That is the same importance of Go Seva. Simply you go and just you play with the cows, put your fingers on the head of cow. Gavam kandoyanat. Sarvam papam vepohati. Tasam grasa pradhanena mahat punyamavapnuyat. Simply feed the cows. Mahat punyamavapnuyat. Tasancha pracharam kritva tathaiva shalilashayam. Take them to drink water and bring or just simply create a pond for the drinking of these cows. Swargalokam upashnanti bahunyabda gananitu. Tasam prachar bhumintu kritva prapnoti manavaha. Ashwamedhasya yajnasya phalam prapnoti samshayam. It is very important feature in India. Gochar Bhumi. It is North India, they say it is Gochar Bhumi. Some of the lands in a village are left for the use of cows, where these cows they go and they graze there. That land is not used by anybody else. Using that kind of land is considered as a very heinous crime. But now we have given up all these rules. That's why tasam prachara bhumintu kritva prapnoti manavah ashwamedhasya yajnasya phalam. If you create a place for cow grazing, you will be having a ashwamedha yajna punya. That is so sacred. But now, what is happening? We have just taken over all the lands for the Gochar Bhumi, Gomad and all other places. That is very difficult thing. Tasam avasatam kritva nagaraधिपतिर् bhavet. If you create a big Gokula, then you will be king. Tatha lavanadaneena saubhagyam mahadashnute. And Nirajayati yongani gavam puchchena bhagyavan alakshmihi kalaho rogaha tasyanga dhyanti durataha. If you simply encircle your body, just anoint your body, touch your body with the tail of cow, gopuchha brahmana, what will happen? All your problems will be over. No more you will be having any problem. Why this world is still working fine? Says, our Shastra says, Gobhir viprayascha veyataischa satebhihi satyavadibhihi alubdhaihi danashiraischa saptabhir dharyate mahi. This world, if it is still raining and still producing the enough food for the people, it is because of cows, it is because of brahmanas, it is because of Vedas, it is because of pativratas, satibhihi, satyavadibhihi, those people who speak truth, alubdhaihi, those who are not greedy, danashilesha, who are of habit of giving donations to others, saptabhihi dharyate mahi. It is the highest quality. In India, we honor people who don't eat. We don't honor people who eat more and more and more. It is the tyaga that is honored in India. That's why danashilaihi, alubdhaihi, those who are not greedy. Gomayam Yamuna Sakshat Gomutram Narmada Shubha. See what is there in the Gomaya. Gomaya itself is Yamuna Nadi. If you put Gomaya on your body, it is like you are having bath in the Yamuna Nadi. And Gomayam, Gomutram Narmada. Gomutra is like Narmada Nadi. And if you drink cow milk, it is like Ganga Nadi. Ganga kshirantu yasam vai kim pavitram atah param. Gavam angeshu tishtanti bhunani chaturdasha. Yasmat tasmat chivam mesya dihaloke padatracha. So all the devatas, they stay in the bodies of cows. That's why it is very important to have such a kind of once in a life opportunity to serve cows, do Goseva, and get all your papas and all your difficulties removed in this life. Do Goseva. Goseva is the ultimate thing that you can do. Easiest thing that you can do. And the easiest papa you can do is to send the cows to slaughterhouse. So, all these things are there. And myself, my experience with having the Gomutra Snana and Go Shakra Snana is, it has created a sensation all over my body. When I had Gomutra Snana and Gomaya Snana, I smeared this Gomaya all over my body, and my body got so sensitive with the Gomaya Snana. I never felt so in my life. I had never felt. So it is the very important thing, and doing Go Seva and Gopala Seva Govinda Seva. It is very important in your life. I hope many of people will be joining in our next session of Go Retreat in Nilavara, maybe in the month of May or later on in the October. Hare Namaha. Shri Krishnarpanamastu.